Good day, listeners. And I do hope your day has been great. So, welcome to Venture Voices. And today in the studio, we have another entrepreneur, another woman. Also, she's in a very interesting space. She's in the agricultural value chain. And with me today is Amaka Emmanuel, the founder of Fresh County. Amaka, welcome to Venture Voices. And thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So I've always known you to be doing what you're doing, but I don't even think that we've ever had a conversation as to why you're doing what you're doing. So what was the initial spark behind starting Fresh County? Was it a personal health journey that inspired you to create this business?
Funny enough, it wasn't health. Even though I'm in this space providing healthy food, it was actually the kind of waste. So many years ago when I was still younger, I went to the village with my parents and I spent some time at home. And I noticed that people in my village, they have a lot of fresh fruits, they have a lot of fresh vegetables. And I noticed that they do not have sufficient method of preserving those things. So they had a lot of waste. They had zero cold chain. They had about 5% means of preservation. So they can only sell the little that can stay fresh for like 2 days and the remaining ones goes to waste. So I started thinking, what can we do to be able to add value to these items? So that is where the thought of Fresh County started from.
And what does Fresh County offer to consumers? What's your full gamut of services and products that you offer?
Okay, in the area of products, we offer fresh juices, we offer smoothies, salads, and detox program, Greek yogurt, and meal plan for people that are managing lifestyle illnesses or for the health conscious. So we are a restaurant for the health conscious or for whoever has a lifestyle illness that wants a specialized diet. So that's what we do at Fresh County.
All right. Here you talk about a restaurant for those that have lifestyle issues or wanting to just live a healthier lifestyle. So how do you come up with new flavors and recipes for your juices and your snacks? Do you have a favorite creation out of what you've created?
Okay. From the onset, we work with nutritionists that helped us build our menu. And from time to time, we still consult some nutritionists that also help us add flavors. Presently, we actually have an in-house nutritionist, our chief marketing officer. She's a certified nutritionist from Canada. So they look at the flavors, they look at the vegetables and the fruits, and then they put it together because not everything can go. So they check the ones that can work, and then they create something. And then how do we make it interesting? We make it interesting because we source locally, and we add flavor with local spices in Nigeria here. We try to stay within our reach. For example, customers that do not want much MSG in their meal, we alternate. We dive into things like ginger, like turmeric, like garlic. Those things add flavor. So it comes out really nice. Yes, so work with herbs a lot.
Okay. So do you have a favorite creation?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot that. Well, one of my favorite creation is Dimil. Dimil is a smoothie that I used to make in my house. So before I started business in my house as well, I make a lot of smoothies, I make juices, but more of smoothies. I just throw in fruits and vegetables. I didn't really have much knowledge then, but I just blend and people take it. And my guests, when I serve them, they say they like this, they like that. And Dimil, I really love Dimil because it's like a meal replacement. It has bananas. Bananas are filling. It has strawberries. It has some pineapple. It's sweet as well. It has seedless grapes. And sometimes, if you want, we can substitute seedless grape for mango. So my favorite creation is the meal.
That sounds very sweet.
Yes, the meal is our bestseller. So it is an entry level for whoever wants to start eating healthy and you don't want to go very raw. So you can enjoy it and you can be full.
So just about the meal and probably other blends you have or smoothies. Can you share some of the specific health benefits of your products and how they cater to people looking to maintain a healthy lifestyle? So I know you talked about replacing MSG in the regular bouillon cubes with herbs, but maybe just to delve a little bit more into some specific health benefits of the products.
Okay. Different classes of people benefit from our products. We offer milk for the lactose intolerant. We offer plant-based milk. We have milk from tiger nuts. We have milk from almond nuts, from cashew nuts. Those are plant-based milk. We have customers that don't tolerate lactose, so they don't want any kind of milk from animal, so they take that. So for those people, our business and our offering is comfortable for them. Their system can digest it and they don't have health issues. We also cater for a lot of pregnant women and people that deal with constipation or bloating. So because we have a lot of roughages in our meals and in our smoothies, so people that have those kind of concerns, they come to us. What you take from Fresh County is easy to digest, and it's also going to help you clear out maybe some other things that have been clogged there in your digestive system for like 2-3 days.
Oh,
So when you
wow.
come to us, we have smoothies that are packed with roughages that will help you cleanse your system. You can be lighter and healthier. So this is just a little bit of what it is.
Okay. So now, just talking about the roughages and the products that and blends that you have, I want us to talk now around the ingredient sourcing. Where do you source your ingredients from, and how important is it to you that they're organic, they're local, or sustainably grown?
In the area of ingredients, we are very particular. We source locally for sustainability's sake. We depend on farmers around us here. We're very big at supporting smallholder farmers. For instance, like in the north, we have some farmers that we partner with in the north, like in Plateau State. We actually buy some farms, some greenhouses where they cultivate fruits like strawberries. So we buy it, and every product in that particular farm comes to us during the time of harvesting, and we try to check their process of farming as well. We already have a lot of waste from our business. So for the farmers that we partner with around Lagos here, Ekpe, we give them compost from our waste to see that what they use to grow the fruits and the vegetables are things that are healthy and they don't have a lot of chemical, especially for our vegetables. So we try to see that it's sustainable. Even the ones that we partner with in the north, our movement from the north to Lagos, we fly those things. We ensure that they are going through refers like cold chain transportation to keep the shelf life of the raw material safe. So really pay attention to those things. And sometimes, like once in a while, we try to organize like a coaching program for the farmers that we deal with to give them other information on how to farm their products without having a lot of chemicals and pesticides involved in them.
Oh, that's very good. What trends are you seeing in the health, food, and drink industry? And how do you intend to stay ahead of those industry trends?
In the area of trend, when we started Fresh County about 9 years ago, this is actually our 10th year.
Oh,
When we started Fresh County,
congratulations.
thank you, people were not this health conscious. But presently, more people are health conscious. Unfortunately, a lot of people are having one issue or the other in the area of health. So people are trying to take something natural, things that are locally grown, things that are organic. So this business, I used to say we're in the business of the future. That's the way I talk about our business. It's an emerging market. We've not even milked it at all, and I'm aware of that. So to be able to position us, we try to see how we can work on our production and increase our capacity. We embark on utilizing world best kind of equipment in our business. To, like for instance, even to make simple citrus juice, we don't just say let's use a hand presser to make 10 bottles. No, we invest in equipment. We're able to run citrus juices and every other juices in a large capacity. We used to tell customers that whatever quantity you demand, we'll be able to meet it. And we've never had a situation where we did not meet that demand. So in the area of preparing for the future, we're really planning. We have a factory right now, but by next year, we're commencing a bigger factory so that we can be ready and be able to distribute our items outside of Lagos.
All right, that's good. So there's a factory, you want to get something bigger. And I'm just wondering around sustainability now. Is sustainability a key part of your business ethos? How do you incorporate eco-friendly practices into your production and packaging? I know you mentioned compost. So already we're seeing that from the fertilizer inputs and all that, but just on a larger scale, looking at the whole business, can you just talk us through sustainability?
Okay, this is a very good question because I'm a social entrepreneur and I support fully anything that is sustainable. Now, Fresh County, we align with SDG 8, 12, and 13. and we ensure that we follow it. In the area of sustainability, we're sourcing locally because of sustainability as well. It helps us to even reduce the combustion of the vehicles traveling from Lagos to so many other places. So we try to work with farmers around Ekpe in that area. If you come to the area of electricity and power, all our locations right now, we're on 47% renewable energy. We tried
47%.
Yes, I was discussing with my sister before I came in here. So we're on 47% renewable energy. We
That's
have
impressive.
to have power 24 hours in our business. So we cannot just put all those things on the national grid and the backup plan. So we are going renewable. We're trying to reduce the CO2 in the environment. Then the other one I told you about our waste. Our waste, it goes two ways. So we have waste that people that are into animal husbandry take. They use it to feed their pigs and some other domestic animals they are farming. And then we have the ones that go into composting that farmers can use to grow. So in different ways, we are quite sustainable. If you come to packaging, so last year, we actually added the packaging. We converted our bags into paper bags. We try to move away from nylon into paper bags. And we have a project for next year, which is going to be our cups. We're converting our cups also into things that are biodegradable. So we're quite focused on that.
Okay, that's very good. Very happy that you've aligned yourself to the Sustainable Development Goals and picked the three that speak more to the brand. How many locations do we have Fresh County?
Okay. Presently, we
Currently?
have 4 locations.
4 locations,
within
all in Lagos?
Yes, within Lagos here.
Wow.
We have one in BI on Adiola Hopewell. We have another one in Lekki Phase 1 on Admiralty Way. We have one in Lekki Phase 1, the right-hand side. We're partnering with a fitness center.
Okay.
And we have the 4th one just by Orchard Road.
Orchard Road. Okay, so I'm now wondering, the kinds of challenges you might have faced when you scaled from 1 to 4. So what were some of those challenges that you have faced in growing the brand? And how have you managed to maintain the quality and authenticity of your products as you scaled?
Okay. Fresh County as a business grew organically, actually. So we're not a business that had excess fund. So funding was part of the challenge that we had in the beginning of the business. But we had 1 or 2 angel investors that gave us some money to be able to help us start the business in the beginning. Maybe about $5,000. We got that as an investment from an angel investor. So we grew like that. In our neighborhood, our customers, they watched our story. Our story is not a story we have to just keep telling, is what people saw. So in growing the business, fund was one of the challenges that we had. Staffing was also one of another challenge that we had, because we had to educate the people that work with us. People don't understand why they should just take fresh juices and smoothie. People understand more of the rice and other kind of food that we eat here. So there's a lot of education going on that we had to make. Then the area of hygiene, we had to also educate a lot in the area of hygiene, because most of what we offer salads, they are not cooked. So we have to be conscious of how it's processed so that we don't have customers coming back with any form of challenges. So those are part of it. We had another challenge in the area of equipment in the beginning. So when we saw, actually before we started, I already knew that equipment is necessary in our business. I would like to talk on this a bit, because like for juice processing, there are so many equipment out there I can use to process a juice. But the point is that you have to see that your equipment are the high grade, food grade stainless steel, so that you don't have any corrosion or erosion going on in those equipments. You don't want customers to come to your store to take juices and then they're taking metals that will not help their body. So those are the reasons why we had capital issue in the beginning. But every money we made from the business went back into the business. So we were just bootstrapping all through until we were able to find our feet.
Okay. So, but how do you, in terms of maintaining the quality? So, I've heard you talk about the hygiene. So, probably you're doing food handling tests for your team. But how do you ensure that what's happening in store A in Admiralty in Lekki Phase 1 is similar to what's happening in Victoria Island or any of the other outlet locations that you have within the gyms and fitness centers?
Okay, you know that I was at EDC sometime in 2012. So after my certificate in entrepreneur management training, that was when I knew that I was in a business I didn't want to further. So I launched Fresh County. So that gave me knowledge on how to set up the business. But when it comes to structure, I did not really get structure that much until when I did Oxfam. So
So you want to talk
sometime,
about Oxfam, because I think somebody else has mentioned Oxfam, and they keep talking about Oxfam, referring to Oxfam. Do you want to share what is Oxfam? What was that?
oh, that's where I'm going, because it was when I did Oxfam, that was when I understood that I'm lacking in the area of structure. I knew we had problems in the business I did not know how to solve. So I knew we had to do some standardization that I did not know how to implement it. But when we had this Oxfam class at EDC, oh my God. And the consultants, so that helped me. So we built SOPs. So we have a standard operation procedure that everybody follows. For an example, just as easy as moving a bottle from point A to point B has a process and is documented. So that documented process is what is working in every other location that we're at. So you don't do verbal communication. In short, in all our locations, everybody have their SOP where you can even see it. In as much that we have we educated our staff on it, but it's pasted on your wall. So in case if you forget what you're supposed to do, you can quickly look at it and read it and then follow the process. So that really helped us. That helped us to structure the business. Before the structure, we had 2 locations. We even opened a third one that we later shut down. But after the structure, right now we're able to multiply to 4. When I said 4, I did not mention our factory, I did not mention our warehouse. So the SOP is able to help us manage our processes very well.
All right. So now we're at 4. I want us to just look now around taste and health, the balance, the fine balance between taste and health. In creating health conscious products that taste great, at times people say that can be challenging, right? So, how do you find the right balance between nutrition and flavor?
One thing that happens at Fresh County, if we have any new recipe, we have a head chef and his team. They create this recipe, but it doesn't go out. So we invite our customers. We invite maybe like about 8 to 10 customers and they sample. If we do not have above 85% of them saying it's fantastic, we will not sell. So for us to be able to do that, we need to do that because we're in a business where we're introducing health to people. So people are already used to a certain way of eating, a certain taste of food. So all we needed to do was just to incorporate those same herbs that they used to make the local food into our food, but we just build our food in a way that it doesn't have so much carbohydrates, it doesn't have so much fat and oil. We just choose the healthier options in them so they still taste good. For example, we run detox programs, which are usually juices, and some of them come with like 1 meal a day. We run program for, let me say, people that are managing lifestyle illnesses like diabetes, like obesity. They come to us with their menu from their nutritionist and we design their food, but we'll make it flavorful. We'll add every other herb that needs to be added. For an instance, we serve couscous, we serve stir-fried burger wheat, and we make it taste like jollof rice. So it's just that it's not jollof rice. It's not rice, but it's still jollof, but it is healthier.
I can attest to that because I always buy that couscous.
Oh,
The
okay.
couscous and the stir fry veg with the fish. It's
Oh,
very
yes.
yummy.
That's true. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm speaking for myself, but do you want to share with us any stories from customers as part of their journey towards a healthier lifestyle? Some success stories.
Oh, yes. Let me start from people that come to us. Like, I have a customer that came and said that she has been dealing with something called IBS. I didn't even know what it was. I asked her, what
Okay,
were you
irritable
saying?
bowel syndrome.
Yeah, she said it's called irritable bowel syndrome. That she's been going to different hospitals to treat herself, and they told her to work on her diet. And she started buying things from us. She said a friend introduced her to our store. She started shopping from us. And for the period when she's been eating from our store, she said she just suddenly noticed after about a month or 2 that she wasn't having those issues anymore. So that she told her doctor asked her, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Well, I'm not doing anything." The doctor said, "What are you eating?" She said, "Well, I'm eating. I have a new store, fresh candy. I'm eating from. I don't know if that is part of the reason." So she came to tell us that whatever you are doing, please keep it up. Actually, we have a lot of testimonies. Customers are concerned about we sustaining that business. They come to tell us. They say, "See, your business is helping me. I don't want you to close down." So we've had even a lady that came. She said her last child was 18 years old and she did not know how she got pregnant. I told her, "We don't have anything we know here that makes you pregnant."
So let's package that because there's people looking for babies, right?
Exactly. So she came, she said, "It's because of it's your store I eat. I eat here twice every day. I don't know what you are doing." So I just told her that maybe you're just getting the nutrients that your body needed. She has only one child and she was not able to conceive again. This 18, she said she was in her early 50s. She has given up. So she did not know how come she took in. So we have a lot of stories. Then we have the people that deal with bloating a lot. Those ones, they come, they say, "See, my belly feels better, I'm lighter, I can wake up on time." We also serve herbal teas. That helps a lot of customers. For people that
are they your own blend of herbal teas?
It's made right there. We have not upgraded it to package. It is part of our next step. So it's made.
Okay, so it's just freshly
made. So we make herbal teas with locally sourced ingredients, beetroot, mint leaf. We make those things for customers. Some celery for people that tell us that they have sleeping issues or they just want a tea. So we make those things and customers come and tell us that, "Oh my God, I slept so well. I want that tea again." The reason why I want to package it is because customers are asking for it. They say, "Give me that thing that I take here. I want to take it home so I can tell my chef to make it for me." So we have a lot of.
And that's the best form of product development, right?
Yes.
From the market themselves, demanding it.
Yes.
Okay. So that means that's something we should watch out for.
Yes.
Your range of tea.
Is in our next year.
Your 2025
plan. Yes.
Okay. I like that. So I want to talk about staffing now, because for every entrepreneur that one would ask what challenges are, their top 3 challenge. Talent is always there. Initially, maybe 5 decades ago, they would always say, "Oh, I need money." But now it's people. And for the business that you're running, working with agri produce to cater to people with health issues or people that just want to live a healthier lifestyle, and the level of talent you have to work with, how have you coped? Because, from 1 to 4, and I'm sure you're going to still probably expand. How are you able to manage?
What you said is right. At a time, we thought we had financial capital as a problem. Later, we now discovered we had issue with sourcing the right raw materials. But right now, it's a human capital management issue. Quite right. We are not a business that usually have high turnover of staff, but recently it's not been easy for us to source the right hands. I was even discussing with one of my colleagues that I think our standard is becoming too high, but we cannot take it down because of the kind of products we offer and the kind of people that work into our businesses. So in the area of staffing, we just keep looking for. When we find right hands, we design methods on how to keep them in the business. We have some people that come in, younger ones, they still want to go to school. We try and support. We have people that have accommodation issues. We try to support them. So staffing is a huge issue right now, but we're working around it. It's not a reason for us to say our business is closing down or so, but it's a challenge. I acknowledge that 100%. Actually, it's one of the biggest challenge because people make it happen in a business. So if you don't have the right people, you have challenges, but we're working around it.
So you need to probably start coming up with your HR consultant or your HR team, looking at that pipeline, maybe catching them younger, having an internship scheme in place. But you definitely need to do something.
Yes, we take interns as well. And, responding to this comment you made now, what has worked for us best now is actually bringing in younger ones and training them. So that's what has worked best for us. Initially, you could get someone that used to work somewhere to come in, but we can't sustain them like that. Their desire and maybe where they want to go is not something we know how to get to. So taking them young is better for us right now. So we take them young, we coach them. And because they also sometimes have a path they want to follow that we can support, it keeps them in the business. So that's how we manage staffing presently. And then we also outsource the things that we can outsource so that we can face our core businesses. We outsource a couple of things. Sometimes we outsource our social media management. We outsource a few positions as well.
So I see teas that can help people like us that are functional insomniacs to have a bit of sleep in the horizon. But where do you see Fresh Count in the next 5 years? Are there any exciting new product lines or projects on the horizon, minus the teas that you mentioned earlier on?
Oh yes, I thought we're expanding our factory because we just started offering manufacturing as a service. So we don't want to sell just in our stores. We started manufacturing as a service December last year. We offer products to other businesses presently. That's why
you're doing white labeling now.
Yes, that's why we're expanding our factory.
Okay.
So we're the backbone for a couple of hotels within town. So they buy bulk, we supply them bulk. We are the backbone of also some businesses as well. They purchase from us, they rebrand and they sell because we have the capacity in the area of production. So that's somewhere we're going to right now.
My last question would be like a word of advice to entrepreneurs out there thinking of going into that space, or they might even still be in the space. Or, word of advice to, if you had to talk to your younger self, just entering the market, what would you tell her?
When you said word of advice, I thought you wanted to give me some counsel. I didn't know.
You will pay for that. Come to ETC. I'll give you discount, but you pay for counseling. But your younger self, what would you tell your younger self?
My younger self, in the beginning when I thought we had capital issue, it's usually not the problem. Money is usually not the problem, and so many persons will tell you that money is the problem. Like I said before, I'm a social entrepreneur. There are problems all over. You just need to look for solution. So if you choose to come into this field, your number one issue or challenge is not the money. Reason is that from my journey so far as an entrepreneur, I've already seen that some businesses are even suffering from indigestion of the funds that they have. So the smaller the money you have, sometimes it can actually help you go far. Now, if you're coming into this space, you have to be ready for a long journey. It's not something.
It's a marathon, right?
Yes,
it's not a 100-meter dash.
No, it's not. It's not. You're not just a sprinter that is running a short race. No. So you cannot come in here and say, people say in 18 months I'll break even. It's not always so. Reason is that I mentioned from beginning, juicing business needs a lot of equipment to support that business. Most people come in and they say it's not just juice and smoothie, let me go and sell it. It's not always so. If you see in 2015, when we launched our first brick and mortar store, we had this fire incident after 6 months. And we're out of business for 6 months. And in that 6 months, we had 3 other people start that same business within the same vicinity, but none of them stayed. We came back 6 months later, we met those 3 businesses, and the 3 of them, I don't know what happened, but they just, disappeared somehow. So it's not a business you come into and you think you can just make money out of it in 2 years. You have to make a longer journey. You have to make a very long journey. So you have to be there for reasons that is tied to passion. You have to.
But people say that passion is not enough.
Well, I used to say something about that. I know that somebody may have passion for something, but if you don't know how to monetize your passion, you need to find a way to make money to sustain yourself until you can monetize your passion. So you may not go and put your entire energy in your passion if it cannot feed you. So it is sustainability first before, building your passion. That's true. But where I say passion is that what problem do you want to solve that you're happy solving? Like I now in Fresh County, do you want to solve the problem of waste of farm products? Do you want to put more money in the hands of smallholder farmers because I see they are underpaid? Do you want to do that? Do you want to help the health conscious? Are you the kind of person that says that there are too many lifestyle illnesses I can help? Are you the kind of person that says that there are so many youths, they don't have a job, let me create something and be able to take them in? So you must have something that is giving you joy, not just the money, so that you can be able to make this long journey to the period when you break even and then you can enjoy your profits.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with us on Venture Voices. And we wish you well. And please do let me know when the tea is out so I can buy. I need it as a functional insomniac.
Please come in for the fresh one.
I should come for the fresh
Yes.
one. Okay.
Come
I'll
for
take
the
you up
fresh
on
one.
that. I'll take you up on that. So thank you very much,
You're
Amaka Emmanuel. And we
welcome.
wish you well. And we're looking forward to being invited to the opening of the 100th Fresh County.